today. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that?
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers for Sanders last week: 9 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute it. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to get this up to midfield. The Eagles are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned, because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line. Up the middle they go with Sanders. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Jacksonville's offense trots out here for the first time, and all eyes go right to number 16. Now in his second season as the team's face of the franchise, Trevor Lawrence. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10. At their own 37. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
Better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Max Williams. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. I saw you nodding your head in approval at that decision to go for it. You liked it.
I love aggressive coaches. I love when they decide to go for it. And in this case, even if they don't get it, you turn the ball over to a team that's going to have to go 99 yards to put in the end zone the opposite way. I like your odds.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. As the offense returns, let's take a look at running back Travis Etienne. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball. Got a full game ahead of him. hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one moving forward as we wrap up the first month of NFL football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 4. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's caught by Sanders. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get into his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
ETN up the middle.
And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd and 5.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Dances by him.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Now the 2nd-year man. Here's Kenneth Gainwell.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. Second and 11.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up fourth down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. This from 36 yards out. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Lawrence to throw. A slant to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne down inside the 40.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence.
Finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A give, it's ETN off the option. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Now a play fake here on first down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
In a draft day stunner, A.J. Brown was shipped from Tennessee to Philadelphia. He'd appeared to be the long-awaited answer for Tennessee at receiver, and now he can be that same long-awaited answer in Philadelphia. 2,000-yard seasons and 24 touchdowns in his first 3 years in the league. He gives Philly the type of wide receiver one the team hasn't had in almost a decade.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back to throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. They'll set up a throw. He'll drop this underneath for Gainwell. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And able to get this out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Robert Quinn, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, here's Etienne. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We start with a classic battle in the NFC. Chicago heading out to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Football Giants. And it's the Giants who are out in front. Saquon Barkley, over 100 yards rushing with a touchdown run. From there, let's get down to Baltimore to check in on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Devin Duvernay, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the... And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
A good chunk on the ground on the keeper, 17 yards, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run behind center with Gainwell.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. 26 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Jaguars getting set to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground. ETN.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Lawrence.
Buying time to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Robert Quinn getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Eagles to take over.
They're coming off a loss to the Washington Commanders, but so far here on their way to rebounding nicely. They lead as they take the field for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This will be caught by Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Running right, this is Gainwell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Gainwell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Up the middle, here's Sermon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big, big kick coming down for Jake Elliott. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Graham picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the deficit will hold pat at 13. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Mooney. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darnell Mooney, 54 yards. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
To try again after the sack, Lawrence. And he'll just get rid of it. This offense on 3rd down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Lawrence to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Again, it's Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Etienne. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Lawrence to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And they'll begin on the ground with Gainwell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they'll run the toss here with Sermon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
A give running right is Gainwell.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. They'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. Etienne bringing in another one.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
From just shy of midfield,
Lawrence
eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Oh, he dropped it. I mean, that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
But to throw again is Lawrence.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now Lawrence. pass. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Lawrence will throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
So for Philadelphia, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.